Hi, and welcome to another episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today I'm going to talk a little bit about the ABL Laser 1000. I got it back today, and I'm going to talk about a little bit about some do's and don'ts with this. And I'm also going to mount it on my crossbow. If you notice in my background, there's been a few changes. I've taken this area right over here. I had my computer and everything. I moved it over to here. Now I have me a nice little work area finally. So that in itself is fantastic. But we're just going to talk about the ABL here briefly a little bit. One of the things you don't want to do, I think I did it, I'm not sure. Don't leave it on. Let the battery die. Because if you don't, it won't fire back up for some reason. I don't know why. But I haven't, maybe I'll contact ABL at a later date and give you guys an update on that. But you don't want to leave it on. So that's just one of the don'ts you'll want to do. And I'll get into another don't when we get over here. I'm decided I'm going to do a little review of the rangefinder for you guys. Just because there's different ways of mounting the, two ways actually, of mounting the ABL. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. But remember though, hit that subscribe button right down below, hit the thumbs up, share these videos, make some comments about the videos. I really appreciate when I do get comments. I really appreciate it. And I'm trying to reach a goal of 800 subscribers, so help me out here. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. So little itch. So let's go talk about the ABL. Don't go nowhere. Okay, so I'm over here with the box of the ABL. Hopefully everything's in focus here, and my microphone's not picking up the air conditioner. If I did, I do apologize. But there's not much I can do about that except for turning it off and heating things up over here. So we'll open up the box here. If I can get it open. I've already taken off the styrofoam or the saran wrap or whatever you call it. So it comes with the instruction manual and a thank you card from ABL. This is the unit as it's shipped, and the Allen wrenches, the battery. It does come with some rings here, but for the 4K scope, the X-TRAC 4K scope, it doesn't require these rings. Okay. Let me pull these out here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open it up. There we go. Pull out my Allen wrenches. And then we're going to use the bigger one and open it up here. Just a couple of screws. Loosen these up here. There we go. Loosen up the other one. Now again, there's two ways of mounting it, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways of doing it. Okay. Now you'll see, I don't know why you can see it, but there is 2 rubber washers that you'll want to make sure that they don't fall off there. Just push them up a little bit. Now it comes with this sleeve that goes on the front of your scope. This is the sunshade. There we go. I popped out my screws. I didn't want to do. Let me put these back in. The washers back on them. That's my son over there. And where's the other one you wrote? There it is. Now this sunshade, which already comes with the scope, goes on here, and then your scope will go around here. But I guess there were a few complaints about that it was getting too heavy and it actually would fall off your scope. So they made these inserts right here. These are really, really nice. It comes in 2 pieces. They just go together like that, and then they go over your scope like this. So this is where I'm going to mount mine. Make sure these are kind of in an upright position. There's a little bit of a gap, but that's okay. And it just sits right on there. Now you take your scope. Whoop. That wasn't good. Now you take your scope, just kind of work it back, or I should say your ABLs, kind of work it back there. And what you want to try and do is make it as level as possible. So that's what we're going to do here, which looks pretty good right there. Right. That looks pretty good. So now we're going to tighten it down. And that's all there is to it in putting it on your scope. Tighten down your screws. Really nice and tight. You don't have to really wrench them down because you can feel the tension as they're tightening as you're putting it on. Basically got them pretty much hand tight, and we're pretty good there. Your battery, the battery compartment right here. There is some wrap around your battery. You got to take off, and they really put this wrap on pretty good. And I don't have my box cutter here, so I'm going to use these scissors. There we go. And just kind of take this wrap off. But you get the idea. Okay, don't put this back on. Now, right here, if I can find it. And you know how stupid I am? I put it on backwards. I sure did. Shame on me. So we're going to take this off. I knew there was something wrong when I was doing this, but I couldn't figure it out in my brain. I should say brain malfunction. But it happens. It comes out till it opens up. Okay, wait a minute. That one's hanging on by a thread. There we go. All right, let me try this again. Make sure my, there we go. Pull this off. Okay, now let's put it on the right way. It's really not that difficult. And unfortunately, you do scratch your maybe scratch this up just a tad. When I lost one of my washers, there it is. Screw back in. Washer back on. And let's put a couple of twists in that and line it up. Alrighty, let's twist this up, line it up, good there, tighten it back down, now we're back on track. Well, you see, it doesn't take that long to do. It's fairly straightforward and simple. And tighten down. Okay. Now there's also right here a little set screw right there. You want to just kind of tighten it down just a little bit, not really tight, just enough. Okay. Now, right here, so I can get a good shot of it here. Right here is where the laser is that you're going to use for your sighting. It just comes out really relatively easy. And here's another don't look at the laser. Okay. I'm not going to take the screw all the way out right now, but don't look at the laser. I'm going to tighten it back down. So once you use that laser to sight in, you won't need it no more. Hopefully. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we'll head back over to the other side there and finish this up. Okay, so we got it all taken care of over there, but just real quickly, Dr. Pepper's got this new soda out. It's limited edition, blue and beta. What is, I don't know, it's like dinosaur thing. Dark berry. Actually, pretty doggone good. So if you see it, pick some up. Also, I don't think I told you, and I don't remember, but it does come with 2 extra rubber washers. So if you lose one, you have some extra ones. And of course, you want to make it as flat as possible. And I did talk to ATN about the rangefinder itself a little bit. They say you can do it at 20 yards, and it should be good for longer distances. 50 yards would be better. But if you're going to be shooting longer distances, you want to try and get your laser, set your rangefinder a longer distance. So when I eventually get a chance to get out and do it, I'm going to do it at 20 yards, and I'm going to move back to 60 yards. Because I'm not going to be shooting anything over 50. It's not. But I'll set it, my rangefinder at 60 yards. Now, when I put it on my rifles, I will test it, the rangefinder, see if I need to make adjustments to the rangefinder by moving it back for a 100-yard shot. Again, I don't shoot anything over 100 yards. That's just me. For younger days, 300, 400, 500 yards, no problem. Yeah. They're getting a little worried, yeah. So I may have to do it back. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll find out later on down the road when I do my put it on my rifles. But again, it's a real quick recap on the don'ts. Don't leave your battery on. I would say if you use it a lot, maybe change your battery out quite often, because I haven't seen any low battery indicators anywhere. So there's no low battery indicator for that rangefinder. When you do the ranging, don't look at the laser. We all know not to do that. But also too, I don't think you can see it on here. Right here is where I have my X-TRAC mount. I may have to change that. I don't know. But that will, I can also control my rangefinder and my scope through that X-TRAC, which makes it very, 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 very nice. I don't have to sit there, go up here, press buttons, or anything like that. They're right there at my fingertips. Actually, the thumb. I think. Yeah, be my thumb. Don't want to lose that, sucker. But that's all I kind of got for you today. So I will be taking it out, getting it going, getting it sighted in, getting my rangefinder sighted in. Because y'all know my last video, we did when we went out and did the speed test. Averaged out my speed test. So if you haven't seen that one, I'll have it linked up here somewhere, wherever the cards go. Up here, wherever. I'll have a, if you haven't seen that video, you'll see that I took my broadheads and my field tips, did the speed test with my new chronograph, the electronic competition Pro Chrono DXL with Bluetooth. Yeah, So I suggest you go back and look at that video on that. So hopefully I have everything averaged out, so I can just use one profile and everything will be within reason. I'd say we're within a 1-inch group for both broadheads and field tips. Alrighty. So with that said, I'll see you on the next video. Remember, get out there and hunt. These videos are dedicated to myself. Thank you for watching Utah Crossbow Hunter. And remember, family first. Take care of your family. By all means, get out there and hunt. And hit that subscribe button down below before you take off. Do it now, and see you later.